Hello class, I am Happy Narang, your subject teacher of Environmental Science. Today's topic is Environmental Policies Part 1. So let's start with objective. To critically discuss some environmental policies and acts in force in India that are Forest Conservation Act 1980, National Protection Act 1986, National Environmental Policy 2006, Air Prevention and Control of Pollution 1981 to discuss the prevention methods of pollution. Forest Conservation Act 1980, Ministry of Environment and Forest, came into force on 25 October 1980 and to provide for the conservation of forest. Objectives are no state government or any authority shall make, except with the prior approval of the central government, any forest land or any portion thereof may be used for any non-forest purpose. Any forest land or any portion thereof may be assigned by way of lease or otherwise to any private person or to any authority, corporation, agency, or any other organization not owned, managed, or controlled by government. Offences in reserved forest are no person is allowed to set fire or clearings, cattle are not permitted, no permission to collect any forest products, protected forest, no permission to do anything with trees which are mentioned in act, and the penalty is whoever contravenes and abates the contraventions of any of the provisions shall be punishable with imprisonment which may be extended to 15 days. The Environment Protection Act 1986, Ministry of Environment and Forest, the Bhopal gas tragedy, December 1984. Environmental protection is a practice of protecting the environment on individual, organizational, or governmental levels for the benefit of the natural environment and humans. Protection of the environment is needed due to the various human activities. Here is the objectives. To implement the decisions made at the UN Conference on the Human Environment held at Stockholm in June 1972, to coordinate activities of the various regulatory agencies under the existing laws and creation of an authority for environment protection, to provide for deterrent punishment to those who endanger human environment safety and health, to ensure sustainable development is also one of the goals of the EPA 1986. If the Act is not armed with the powers to ensure sustainable development, it will become a barren shell. To enact general law on environmental protection which could cover uncovered gaps in the areas of major environmental hazards, as the existing laws generally focused on specific types of pollution or on specific categories of hazardous substances, and some major areas of environmental were not covered. In short, the EPA 1986 aims at protecting and improving the environment and prevention of hazards to human beings, other living creatures, plant and property. Scheme of the Act is the Environment Protection Act 1986 has 26 sections and it has been divided into 4 chapters relating to preliminary, general powers of the central government, prevention, control and abatement of environmental pollution, and miscellaneous. Prevention and control is to appoint environment officers to check environmental pollution, establishing environmental laboratories, laying down standards for emission or discharge of environmental pollutants from various sources whatsoever, restriction of areas in which any industries, operations, or processes shall not be carried out or shall be carried out subject to certain safeguards. The Penalties are one of the objective of EPA is to provide for deterrent punishment to those who endanger human environment, safety and health. Section 15 of the EPA provides that any person who fails to comply or contravenes any of the provisions of the Act or the rules made or orders or directions issued under the Act or rules, then for such failure or contravention he shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 5 years, with fine which may extend to 1 lakh rupees, or with both. In case the failure or contravention continues after the conviction for first failure or contravention, an additional fine which may extend to 5,000 for every day can be imposed for a period during which failure or contravention continues. If the failure or contravention continues beyond a period of 1 year after conviction, the offender shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 7 years. National Environmental Policy 2006, Ministry of Environment and Forest, and the objectives are conservation of critical environmental resources, intra-generational equity, that is livelihood security for the poor, intergenerational equity, integration of environmental concerns in economic and social development, efficiency in environmental resource use, enhancement of resource for environmental conservation, penalty polluters pay. In default based liability, a party is held liable if it breaches a pre existing legal duty, for example, an environmental standard. Strict liability imposes an obligation to compensate the victim for harm resulting from actions or failure to take action, which may not be necessarily constitute a breach of any law or duty of care. Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981, and the objective is the presence in air above certain limit of various pollutant released in air through industrial emission and from certain human activities should be controlled through government interventions. Establishment of Central Pollution Control Board, in short we can say CPCB. There are some functions of CPCB is to improve the quality of air and to prevent, control or abate air pollution in the country, advise the central government or any matter concerning the improvement of the quality of air and the prevention, control or abatement of air pollution, coordinate the activities of the state boards and resolve disputes among them, plan and cause to be executed a nationwide program for the prevention, control or abatement of air pollution. This table shows the air quality index and we can observe by this figure. Penalty is to imprisonment of 1 year and 6 months and fine. For continuing failure, fine up to rupees 5,000 per violation. If violation continues beyond 1 year, imprisonment can be increased from 2 years up to 7 years with fine. Here is the conclusion. In spite of having various policies and acts for the conservation of environment, it is in danger due to moral hazard among the people. Various commercial practices are exploiting the environment. Water pollution, air pollution and soil pollution are the major problem of the era. There is an urgent need to change this scenario by awareness amongst the citizen and sustainable practices can bring change. There is a need to find ways to minimal exploit of environment and gaining best use of it. There are so many easy ways to become more sustainable. We are all creatures of habitat and changing our behavior takes some time. Small steps are key and once we will find how easy each is we will be surprised how quickly we can make a positive difference in protecting our environment for our family and for our planet. Save Earth. Thank you. Stay home. Stay safe.